Now, the main asbestos trial was postponed in the Free State High Court to the 26th of January of 2026. Now, the matter of the intention to appeal will sit next Friday on the 13th of June. Now, yesterday, Judge Philip Loubser delivered a judgment in favor of Moroadi Cholota, who challenged her arrest and extradition from the US. The Judge Loubser, of course, ruled that the court did not have the jurisdiction to try Cholota on the corruption case that she and Magashule are charged with. For more on this now, let's take you to reporter Kamogelo Seekoei, who joins us live from Bloemfontein. So, Kamo, what are the latest developments there? We hear there's a postponement, but also we understand you have a guest. You are joined by Mr. Magashule this morning. Good morning.
Well, Mpolisi, in fact, Mr. Magashule is already doing an interview. I'm just going to quickly go into that and then I'll talk to you about the proceedings that led to the postponement this morning. I'm just going to put in my mic so that you can hear what he has to say about this.
To the public, we are ready.
How much are these delays costing you now? Because you were arrested in 2020, it's 2025 right now. How much are they costing you? And also, how much are they costing your political party? You speak about the local government elections that are coming up soon.
The intention is to break us. The intention is to demoralize people about us. The intention was to deal with our political careers. The intention is to disrupt us all the time. And unfortunately, we are standing resolute. We have fought against apartheid. We will continue fighting about injustices. And we are ready to do so. They can't break us. We are not going to be cowards.
And speak to us about the judgment yesterday, the judgment on Cholota. She is now a free woman. How does this then, coming into your own case, how does it affect your own case? Does it strengthen the case against you? Because we remember that your advocate was trying to make the case that the only reason why Cholota was charged in this matter was because she refused to implicate yourself.
You will hear other people repeating the same, coming to say they were approached to implicate me. So they will stand in this court. We'll make sure that they stand in this court. There's no case against me. There's no witness against me. I don't know why I'm still in this box. And that's why I said I want to be there. And anybody who went to Zondo Commission, it is their time to come here and prove that I am corrupt and prove that I receive money from whoever. So I've denied all those things because
those are visuals coming out there of the Free State High Court, which is continuing with the asbestos trial. Now, we just understand that there has been a postponement there. And of course, that's our Kamogelo Seekoei watching developments there. I understand we have that feedback up. Let's take you there now.
Saying to the judge that it is costing you money and it is taking far too long. Talk to us about why it was important for you to actually stand up in court and talk to the judge.
You see, the lawyers are also supposed to get instructions from us. And that's why I feel at times I must talk, because it's supposed to be break and lawyers must consult us so that we give them instructions, because it's also about us and our time. So the state is playing games here. It is playing games. They know that they don't have a case and they are still going to be embarrassed. They are going to be embarrassed. You will see, and that's why we are ready to embarrass the state.
Do you think that the judgment from yesterday actually weakens the case against you? You've always said that, as you are saying now, that the state does not have a case.
They can do whatever. They can do whatever. They will never find Cholota guilty of anything. They can, they're still applying apartheid tactics of the past. But we have fought against apartheid. We will still fight against injustices. You can see I'm angry because out there we are corrupt.
During cross-examination in the trial within a trial, the state witness actually admitted on the stand that when they went to the United States to go and interview Moroadi Cholota, their device that was recording that meeting failed them and they couldn't record. They don't have a record of that. Can you just talk to us about evidence?
They have the record. They know what is in that record. There's nothing like we left here. When we left here, our records were working. When they arrived, the recording doesn't actually work. We are not fools.
Do you have perhaps yourself that record of that meeting?
Wait until I am in the box, because I've said I want my day in court, and I'm going to prove that this case is political, because political giants and heavyweights will be here in this court.
Thank you so much, Mr. Magashule. Mxolisi, I'm also going to bring in the NPA spokesperson, Mthunzi Mahanga, just to talk to us about the postponement. You can see that the accused are actually quite heated this morning due to the postponement that the judge has just granted. Talk to us about the appeal that the state is intending to put forward.
Importantly is the fact that there is an appetite to appeal the judgment because of its far-reaching implications in respect of a lot of extradition applications that we've made, and given the fact that the state believes that there is evidence that implicates Ms. Cholota and therefore would want to see her stand trial. Unfortunately, the judge is yet to provide us with a full written judgment upon which a decisive determination will be made on the grounds of appeal, and a final decision be made whether to apply for leave to appeal.
I heard Mr. Dinesen this morning talking about the possibility of joining the appeal against the shoot judgment from the SCA. Talk to us about that.
The application for leave to appeal the shoot judgment in the Constitutional Court has been filed, and we are now engaging with the respondents' attorneys to see if we can get soon the directives from the Chief Justice. But as matters stand, there is a process to facilitate that application for leave to appeal.
Thank you so much for your time. Mxolisi, that was the spokesperson for the NPA, Mthunzi Mahanga, just talking to us about their intention, obviously, to appeal. They're still waiting for a written judgment from Judge Philip Loubser. You've also heard from the former Premier of the Free State, Mr. Magashule, a very heated interview there. He's talking about the state using apartheid tactics and also using tactics to demoralize them going forward. As you know by now, that the case has been postponed to the 26th of January 2026. Many of the lawyers here actually were attempting to object to that, saying that it is too far away, and the fact that the state has indicated before that it is ready to go on trial, and now wanting the postponement is a waste of time and of course a waste of money for many of them who have to travel to the province of the Free State for this particular trial. Policy?
And Gamu, one thing that also keeps re-emerging now is that Scholz judgment that keeps, coming up every time we're having this conversation, and how it, in the way the NPA also says, it kind of throws a spanner in the works when it comes to matters that are extradition related. So for sure, this matter will now be appealed going forward, is what we're hearing. And do we even know if the defense will be using yesterday's judgment to be exonerated moving forward, or all of this will not have a bearing?
Well, we wait to see whether the defense will use that judgment, but what is important to note is that the involvement of Moroadi Cholota was very key in this particular case, because what came out in the trial within a trial is the fact that she was the one who was drafting emails that were going, or the correspondence that was going between the Office of the Premier as well as the business people that are involved in this 255 million rand contract, and she would then print out those emails that would then be seen and signed off by the former Premier of the Free State. So her role, even the state prosecutor this morning indicated that her role was quite critical. But we will see what happens and whether the defense will actually go for that. But I believe that Mr. Magashule's defense will want to also take a bite at that judgment, because they did get involved in the trial within a trial.
All right, that's our very own Kamogelo Seekoei monitoring developments on that front. In the meantime, the asbestos main trial has been postponed to the 26th of January of 2026. Meanwhile, the matter of the intention to appeal will sit next Friday on the 13th of June of 25 rather.